Hey everybody, we're very excited to be going live with one of our classes from the Columbia Teachers College Summer Principals Academy. This is the New Orleans cohort, except for we're all online, and we're really excited that this group has decided to come on the stream and share a little bit about educational leadership and emotional intelligence. So I'm going to get out of here and turn it over to them. And please enjoy the show. And at the end, they're going to drop a link in the chat that you're really going to want.
All right, so welcome. I guess we can start with some introductions. So my name is Courtney Green, and I am currently in Homestead, Florida.
Good afternoon. My name is Brittany Brooks, and I am currently joining you from Jacksonville, Florida.
My name is Christina Miles, and I'm joining you from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
My name is Collie Stewart, and I'm joining you from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Hello, everybody. I am Brianna Wolford, and I'm currently in Atlanta, Georgia. And welcome.
So yeah, our NELP standard was standard 7.3, and it focused on professional learning designed to promote reflection, school improvement, distributed leadership, cultural responsiveness, and success, student success, and digital literacy. So thank you for being here, and we're ready to share. So I guess I'll open it up, and I have a question. And my question is, if you could coin a hashtag for your section of this standard, what would it be? So I can start. Mine, I had distributed leadership, and I would say trust, because I think many times we want teachers in professional learning to focus on empathy. However, we don't really give them a chance to focus on learning those patterns about themselves, which does kind of get in the way of getting to that step of empathy. So
I would, are we asking this group, correct? I would say resource. When I think professional learning, I think you're growing in your ability to be a better leader, be a better teacher. And all of the cultural responsiveness, there are resources related to EQ. Student success, there are resources related to EQ. So how are you making yourself a better agent for change by utilizing those resources that promote emotional intelligence?
I would say hashtag freedom. Mine was, how does EQ affect student success? And I think when our students really understand their emotions, and they understand that emotions are not a bad thing. They're not a bad thing. They're not a negative thing. They're not a positive thing. They are emotions. And when we teach our students to truly embrace emotions, then that is when they can break through barriers and glass ceilings and be able to truly understand what student achievement and student access is. So freedom.
I think my hashtag would definitely be hashtag choice. When I think about what being culturally responsive and being culturally responsible, right now in 2020, there's so many decisions that need to be made, and you have to put the students at the forefront of those decisions, and that's going to take patience. So just making sure that everyone is intentional and thoughtful with their choices.
And if I had a word to describe school improvement, one word, it would just be values. You need to be grounded in the things that you believe, the things that you are passionate about, and the things that are a part of you, not just things that you want to acquire. So mine would be values.
I love it. I love it.
Which can lead us to our next question. I will keep school improvement in mind, and feel free to post in the comments. But I want us to think about schools and teacher leaders and how we're required to wear many hats. And in the realm of school improvement, what do you think you need to know about yourself based on your experiences to be able to promote school improvement? And if you're not a school leader or lead in that capacity, you can think about what do you need to do to promote classroom improvement. And you can reread the question in the feed. But yes, if you would like to comment in the chat, we will read it out. Otherwise, ladies, what's your take on it?
Okay, Callie, go ahead.
Nah, you jump in, Corey. You got this.
Well, I was definitely going to say, I think that this question is all encompassing with this whole standard, because when I was doing my part on distributed leadership, I did think about school improvement and how when we do have that shared responsibility with everyone within the school, that does lead to school improvement. So I think you have to trust yourself as a school leader to allow yourself to step back and give that power to your teachers and to your other administrators.
Polly, what do you think that groundwork takes to trust yourself? What does that look like to build trust within yourself? And then I'm gonna push that to Polly.
I think it really takes you taking the time out to ask yourself hard questions, learn how to make decisions. I think that that's one really awesome thing about this program, is that we've taken time to learn how to intentionally think about decisions and really understand the consequences of your decisions, understand who is impacted by these choices that you're making. If you choose not to know yourself, if you choose not to acknowledge your emotions and not to acknowledge that you too are going through something, you're going to bring that to inside of school building. So I think that just understanding that you need to work on yourself first before you enter into a space and you're expected to work for others. So once you really accept that and you take on that responsibility, I think in turn, your own knowledge of self is what's going to help build that school.
That makes me think about leading with your whole heart and like being authentic, because if you are having internal instability, then your outward presence is also going to be unstable. So making sure that you take care of you, you value the reflection, you value the improvement within yourself, so that you can present that to your school.
I totally agree with that, Christina. And I think in that work, it also comes with learning your areas of strengths and your areas of opportunity as a leader, and being able to leverage your strengths in order to lead others, and then knowing who do you need to have around you to build up your areas of opportunity.
Well, I want to thank you for sharing these insights with us about leadership and emotional intelligence. And a final word from each of you to send us on our way.
I would say that EQ is a journey, and just like the standard talks about professional learning and development, this process and getting to know yourself, choose yourself, is a development. Give yourself that. It takes time, so just embrace that time and value that time.
I would definitely say EQ has been a process, and it's something that's needed during this time. So learn how to give yourself grace. I know that's something personally I'm working on. And on this journey of giving yourself grace, no, it's not a journey of perfection, but it's just a journey of progress. And as long as we're making progress in understanding our emotional awareness and our emotional intelligence, then we're doing great work as leaders.
Small is all. You have to start somewhere, and I think that the easiest place to start is yourself. Well, I said easiest, but it's actually probably the hardest place to start, but it is the most necessary. So if you're on this live, continue to commit to getting to know yourself and what you add, and make sure that you continue.
I'd like to let you all know, all of our viewers, that we have some resources for you. We will link them out. We took the standard, we broke it down, and we just provided different links that you can either read additional articles. There's some protocols, because we do understand that there's frameworks out there that are great and that we can already use. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. And they're all within the components of Standard 7.3. So you'll be able to see things around school improvement, distributive leadership, cultural responsiveness, student success, and digital literacy. And we really thank you for joining our StreamYard.
This was so fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Take care,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.